Okay, anyways, so this is where we're at, okay? So we do need to move our letters to the left and the numbers to the right. Okay, so the 33 needs to be moved over. Okay, as well as this X needs to be moved over. Okay, so again, 2X minus 1X is just gonna be X. 22 minus 33 is gonna be negative 11. Okay, now again, are we done or do we need to keep going? What do the instructions say?
Find HJ.
HJ, what is HJ? What is HJ? The whole length, which is what? What is HJ? Look at your picture.
2x plus 29. Or
What's HJ? Oh, shoot, yeah.
x plus 22.
X plus 22, okay? So we need to find the H and find the J, and look at that. It is the whole length, but you guys gotta figure out what the whole length is. So we can see here that this is H, and this is J, which is the whole length, but this represents the whole length. So X plus 22. Now we know what is X. What is X?
11.
Negative 11. So you're gonna say negative 11 plus 22, which is 11. Okay? Okay, 23, although these look like angles, they are the same. Little plus little equals big. Okay, it says find QUV. Okay, and it says if TUQ, where's TUQ? Is that going to be a little one or a big one? TUQ.
Big. Little.
TUQ is a little one, which is 20. Okay, in TUV, is that a little or a big?
Big.
TUV is the big, which is 180. Okay? So really, this is how it would be set up. This is the one that we don't know, so it's going to look like X plus 20 equals 180. This is little plus little equals big. Okay, so what needs done? What needs done? Minus 20. Okay, and so I know that that one is going to be 160. Okay, 25, it says find X if EDC. Where is EDC? Is that going to be a little or a big?
Big.
EDC is the big. Is 97. Okay, so that means everything else that's left has to be what?
Big.
Littles. Okay, so X plus 53 plus X plus 64. Okay, so I can start to combine some of my stuff. Okay, so X and X is going to give me 2X. Okay, what is 53 plus 64? Somebody help me out. 53 plus 64. 117 equals 97. Okay, and then what needs done? Who's the third wheel there? Who needs to move first? 117. Okay, so I got 2X. What is 97 minus 117?
Negative 20.
Negative 20?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to write this over here. So I got 2X equals negative 20. Okay, so we're going to divide by 2. Okay, so X is going to be negative 10. Okay, what did it tell us to do? Find X. So this one is done. Okay, we found X, so it's good enough. Okay. Okay, if I look at this one, okay, I got, again, little plus little equals big. DQR, is that a little or a big? It's a little, which is x plus 68. Okay, PQD is also a little, which is x plus 107. So then the last one has to be the big. Okay, again, we're gonna combine our like terms. Okay, so I'm gonna get 2x. What is 68 plus 107? Somebody. 177? Chase is looking like he's guessing, I don't know. 175? Alright. And then we're gonna subtract 175 from both sides. Okay, what is 151 minus 175? 151 minus 175. Negative 24. Okay, and then we're gonna divide by 2 on both sides. And that's gonna give me x equals negative 12. Okay, again, what did it tell us to find?
PQD.
PQD, okay? What is PQD?
The little.
Well, what is it though? I need to know what it is.
Negative 12 plus 107.
No, it's x plus 107.
X plus 107, okay? It says PQD equals x plus 107. Okay. Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so don't look at me like that. Okay, so again, and we know x is negative 12. Okay, so I can put that where the x is and then a 107. So what is negative 12 plus 107? 95.
We're doing a whole thing today?
No, you don't have to do it. Yeah. Get it from Hanson. Okay, find the midpoint. Does anybody remember what's the midpoint formula?
Y2, I mean x1 plus x2 over 2.
X1 plus X2 over 2. Okay, so I can label these X1, Y1, X2, Y2. Okay, so X1 is going to be negative 4 plus negative 8 over 2. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So negative 12 divided by 2, give me negative 6. Okay, for the y's, I got 5 plus negative 4 over 2. Okay, which is going to be a 1/2 or a 0.5. Okay, 31. Again, we need to find the midpoint. However, on these ones, you just got to figure out what that point is at. Okay, so we always go to the point and say, from 0, how much did I have to go over? And how much do I have to go up? So this one I have to go over, so it's going to be negative 1, and I went up 0. Okay, when I do this one, I'm going to have to go back 2, so it's going to be at negative 2, and I had to go up 1. Okay, and so there's our points, and you can just label them just like what we did. Okay, so x1, y1, x2, y2, and it doesn't matter which one you write as the x1, but you got to keep them the same. So if these are the x1, this one has to be y1. Okay. Okay, so it's going to look like negative 2 plus negative 1 over 2. Okay, and for the y's, it's going to be 1 plus 0 over 2. Okay, so it's going to look like negative 3 over 2 and 1 over 2. Okay, or if you turn that to a decimal, you totally can. That's going to be negative 1.5 and 0.5. Okay, the endpoint formula, okay, for the endpoint is still x1 plus x2 over 2, and that's the one where you say equals x3, okay? So it just has one additional step. What do we label the endpoint? What do we label the endpoint? X1, x2, x3? It's gonna be x1, y1. What's the midpoint get? The 3, okay? x3, y3. Okay, so it's gonna look like this. It's gonna look like -8 plus x2 over 2 equals my x3, which is 2. Okay, and then our steps are always the same. What's our first step? Times by 2, okay? So it's always times by 2, then add or subtract, okay? So that's gonna give you 4. Okay, and then are we going to add or subtract?
Sorry. Alright.
Add 8 on both sides. Okay, so my x2 is gonna be 12, and we're gonna do this exact same thing with the y's. Okay, so it's gonna look like 3 plus -2 over 2. Nope, just kidding. 3 plus x sub 2 over 2 equals -2. Okay, and our steps are always the same. You're gonna times by 2, then add or subtract. So I got 3 plus x2 equals -4. And then are we gonna add or subtract? Subtract 3 from both sides. And I should have put a y right here, not an x, just so everybody knows, because these are the y's. So y2 is gonna be -7. Okay, so my coordinate is gonna be 12, comma, -7. Okay, the distance formula. Anybody remember what it is?
The what?
Distance formula. It looks like this, the square root.
2x minus 1x.
Is it minus on the inside, Hanson's? Okay.
You're really gonna ask this again?
Yeah, but I wasn't sure. Okay, so we can go ahead and label x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay, so it's gonna be a big square root, -1 minus -8 squared, plus my y2 is gonna be 0 minus -6 squared. Okay, and type that in your calculator and see what you get. Do you feel like the time was split equally? Like, because 45 would be half, but I feel like these were all really, I feel like yesterday went fast. Thank you.
I thought yesterday went long.
You think so?
Yeah. I do,
A couple more
but we have the drill too.
today. I know, so that's why I'm like, but we can do the next page within 30 seconds. It's not like it takes. Okay, what'd you guys get? Well, hit the 9 point what? 21? Okay. We're gonna do 6 more. What time is it? 24? Oh.
20, is it 24?
I think it is 24.
No. Yeah,
Okay, yeah, because the other 6 take super short. Okay, these ones are gonna go fast. We need to draw an obtuse angle 4. Where does the 4 go? On the vertex. Okay, so that's gonna be 4. Okay, a straight angle, RST, that's gonna look like a straight line. Okay, which one has to go in the middle? S. Okay, the R and the T doesn't really matter. Okay, classify the angles. Okay, 101 degrees. Is that acute, obtuse, right, or straight? That is obtuse. 90 degrees. Right, good. 45, what is that picture a picture of? It's a straight, okay? Although it does not have a thing, you can clearly see that it's straight. Okay, and last one, 47, obtuse. Okay, we're gonna stop here. 1 through 48 today should be done on your side. We're gonna